What's poppin', y'all? Adin Ross would get dragged into a little spat with JiDion, and it was all happening while JiDion had a legendary pred catch.
Looks max equals gay AF? No. What the hell? Adin Ross just hit me. What the frick? Damn. Hit him up all the way back in August 6, 2025. Asking for his new number because his old number got disconnected. Doesn't message me for almost a year. And the first thing he wants to say is, do I want to box in a boxing match?
So the context here is that JiDion wanted to DM somebody to potentially get him on his stream. This guy by the name of Zeta, who is in like this looks maxing community. I think he's like a live streamer, YouTuber, because the other looks maxing guy that JiDion caught and exposed and was going viral everywhere, he was very envious of this guy Zeta, as told by the ex-girlfriend of the guy that was caught. So JiDion's checking his DMs and he sees the DM from Adin Ross and he has a heavy sigh and he's like, dog, like you can just check the DM interaction. The first thing that came to my mind was, this is not Adin Ross, because after that exchange, Adin Ross has some tact, so I wouldn't think that he would just hit you like, yo, you want to be on my boxing match? And my presumption, which would later come out to be correct, is that one of his assistants, one of his business partners are using his account and the likelihood of getting a reply from his account because of not only the check mark, but the name Adin Ross and also the follower count. It's going to go into their DMs in order to get people for the event. They already lined up an event. So it makes sense. And JiDion right now, yeah, he's smoking hot. But if you're JiDion, you're looking at it like, dog, last time I messaged you, I didn't get a response. And then now you're hitting me up when I've got motion. And this is a very important part about it that I want you to hold on to. But Adin Ross would reply to this.
Okay. Do you guys understand a friendship goes both ways? Like, JiDion, I did DM you 3 days before that. I actually hit you up. I said August 1st, let's catch up together. And then, yes, you asked for my number 5 days later. I didn't see it. And also, I did not DM you, hey, bro, would you be interested if I had my boxing match? That was Priz. We messaged a lot of people with that. But JiDion, okay, Priz, so who did it then? Because it wasn't me. But my point is, bro, JiDion, I'm going to finish the clip. JiDion, we're content creators, bro. I'm hitting you about an opportunity. We don't speak like that. You didn't check up on me when my sister passed. You didn't check up on me when I did this stream, that stream. I didn't check up on you when you did this. Don't, it's a friendship. It's a two-way street, okay? It's not, oh, one person tried to do this. No. And also, if it was a business opportunity, guess what? You're getting paid for it. You're getting paid for it. I'm not saying come fight on brand risk for free. No. I'm saying, listen, it's a two-way street. You're not going to come fight on brand risk. Oh, the Jew making the black person fight on brand risk. I see. Oh, no. No. I'm not checking up on you in your worst times. You're not checking up on me in my worst times. So what does that tell you? We're content creators. It's not a one-way street. I'm not hitting you up for this. I'm not asking for an opportunity. If you want to fight for a bag, I'm not checking up on you during your hard times. You're not checking on me during my hard times. We're not true, real, that's just the way it is.
There's a little bit too much going on here because Adin Ross is saying like, yo, you didn't check up on me when the situation happened with my sister. Now, this is where I gotta give JiDion the benefit of the doubt here. If JiDion hit you up a year prior and he wasn't able to get into contact with you and you're not replying to him, what does it make sense for him to hit you up when the situation with your sister happens? Because everybody found out about that at the same time. TMZ revealed it. The general public found out about it. So JiDion, if he is, let's say, not a normal human being, because normal human beings don't do this, but JiDion, if he is an empathetic human being, he's like, yo, everybody's hitting up Adin Ross now. This guy hasn't really responded to me. I'm not going to hit him up. It's just, he's getting a sea of messages right now. Just like JiDion's getting a sea of messages when this huge pred catch happened, and it's of a famous person on social media. So there's that. And if you didn't respond to him earlier, he's probably like, I guess we're just, our relationship fizzled out, because he has had this experience before. And sure, yeah, he's going to get paid for it, obviously, but that doesn't mean that he wants to do it. And it's the timing of it too. It's like, oh wait, so I'm popping again, and now you want to hit me up. Now, Adin says he hit him up to say like, yo, let's do a pred catch, but he didn't show those DMs. Those DMs were, JiDion showed that stuff, so I don't think that happened. And you're not going to cap to me like if Adin Ross called JiDion on the phone, JiDion would dub him and not call him back. I do not believe JiDion's that type of guy. There is no way in hell. And would we be as fair as to say that Adin Ross is a lot harder to get into contact with than JiDion? Like, Adin Ross has everybody hitting him up. So I'm on with JiDion right now. And JiDion would expand on this.
Okay, wait, hold up. Chat, hold up, chat. Okay. Yeah. I collaborated with a lot of people. I've been doing YouTube full time for over 5 years, 6 years now, right? So I would never say like me and Adin were ever friends like that. We were just cool. But, there is creators that I would consider, there is creators that I thought we were friends, but then it's like, you call and they never answer. And you text and they never respond, but then it's like something pops off, like maybe a video is going crazy or something like that, and then it's like you get hit up. And I, when I say this, I'm not talking about Adin. I promise you, I'm not talking about Adin, because like I said, like I would never say we were friends. We were just cool. But there was people like that, and I came to the realization that, like, especially more in like the streamer world and stuff like that, it's just like, it's collabs, man. It's collabs. It's like, oh, let's run our numbers up together. And that's why I like doing my pred catches really solo dolo,
This is a perfectly fair point that he makes. And I think a person that he might be talking about here is Sneeko. Because there was an instance where JiDion said like, yo, are you on stream? Or Sneeko told him I'm on stream, and JiDion was like, yeah, I know. He's like, the only time you ever call me is when you're on stream. And also he even blocked Sneeko at a certain point.
Hey JiDion, how you doing, man? I was just watching the stream. How you doing?
This actually is Sneeko. It's the Sabbath, man. What's up, Sneeko?
What's going on? How you been? I like the streams, man. Yeah, we don't talk as much anymore, man. I miss you.
Bro, I had to block you, man.
What did I do?
Bro, you were on my phone. I literally... Here, hold up. If you don't mind, can I read the text message? I don't want to put it out there.
Of course you can.
Okay.
I didn't even know you blocked me.
Oh, I told you I was going to block you if you didn't stop doing what you were doing.
What did I do? Wow, yo, JiDion blocked me, chat.
Let's see. Oh, actually, did I? I might have not blocked you. No, I did. It says
Okay,
unblock.
but you blocked me?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, because you kept on pushing for the She Ottman thing, and I said no. And let's see. You said, okay, She Ottman versus Josh on the Bible, locked. Lying is a sin. And I said, where's the lie? If he backs out. And I was like, how? How is that a lie? If he backs out, he's a liar. And I said, Sneeko, you act very childish. If this continues, I'm going to have to rethink my friendship with you. And you were like, "Lol, bro." And I was like, "I'm for real. You be very pushy too much and agitating people. The last people you're supposed to do this to is your friends. Really, you're not supposed to do this to anyone." Then you sent me the Kevin Hart meme. And then you texted me again and said, "Bible debate?" And I said, "No." And I said, "Can you not read?"
Okay, what are you agitated about?
If someone says no about something and you keep on pushing the person on the same thing, is that not agitating them? Is that not provoking
You said
them?
no. You said no to the debate?
Yes.
Oh, why?
Bye, Sneeko. I literally, I don't know. Anyway.
I think since then they've like solved their issues, because when in 2025, when Sneeko was trying, late 2025, when Sneeko was trying to get unbanned on Twitch, JiDion, I believe he had a rep, because JiDion was permanently banned on Twitch for a period of time too, by, I think, because he said something about Pokimane, which just goes to show. But yeah, so I think JiDion was helping him out and telling him like how he should appeal. So I think they're back cool again. But JiDion was looking at it like, yo, you're just trying to get content out of me because I'm going viral, because he was doing the like Christian thing. And then I think he fell into a subsect, some people would call heretic, whatever you want to call it, of Christianity. And he wanted him to get on this debate, which would really just, if you're setting up JiDion or anybody for a debate with a scholar of the topic, or someone that is very well versed in the topic that is controversial, be it political or religious, you're setting a person up to be embarrassed. You don't want to do that to your friend. So there was a little bit of this, but do I think JiDion is talking about Sneeko here? No, because if JiDion calls Sneeko, I don't think Sneeko at any point was just ignoring him. But hey, maybe that's just me guessing incorrectly. But JiDion would expand on this again.
But this was back in 2024. So I was like, I think I called. I forget why I called. And he was like, who's this? And I was like, JiDion. I sent the picture of myself. And he was like, I don't know anybody by that name. Sorry. I'm not gonna lie. I think it just looks sad because it's like, I'm like, it's me, JiDion. So this is like the last time, like, this is the last time, like, I had like his number, right? We're not friends. But it's just like, I look at it like this, where, you know, because I see the clips of you saying things like, dang, nobody's hitting me up. Nobody's like, you know, I'm not out here complaining about people not hitting me up. And I'm not saying you're wrong for complaining about people not hitting you up. And I am sorry to hear about his sister and everything. And to your boxing thing, it's like, you know, I got a lot of things going on my end. You know what I mean? Like, I'm busy. I appreciate the opportunity and stuff, man. You know, I got nowhere near as much bread as you or anything like that, but I'm blessed. I'm blessed and highly favored. My audience has blessed me, and I want to focus on my audience. I am going to just decline because I got too many things to do. But your thing is already successful, bro. I'll be watching the Brandwidth events, bro. They be fire. You be putting on some fire matches.
Keep in mind the dates that you're seeing this. So JiDion tries to get into contact with Adin Ross, right? You see the dates. It's 2024, May 2024. That's very important. And then he says, who is this? So clearly, when Adin Ross changed the number, JiDion wasn't the top of the people on his list to give out his number to or hit back, be like, yo, got a new number. So JiDion's not in the top list of friends for Adin Ross. And then JiDion lets him know. He's like, yo, what's up? And it gets delivered. And he says, I don't know anyone by that name. Sorry. I think he's trolling or something, but it says text message SMS. So Adin changed this number and JiDion was trying to get into contact with him again. And we saw the IG DMs. Nothing really manifested out of that. He just kind of got ignored. And 2024 is really important because that's when JiDion was on this, I think it was late 2023 into 2024 when he was on that Christian arc. And he was saying like, yo, you know, I don't want to make this type of prank content. I got like a Gatorade employee fired because of my video. And I don't like to have results come out of it like that. And, you know, I'm just focused on something else right now. And that's when JiDion, quote unquote, fell off, which is his viewership tanked. He was, I don't know, his financial situation, of course, but a lot of other creators are like, yeah, we can't really benefit from this guy right now. So he was ostracized. People were like, we don't really want to touch him. It's not that he was radioactive or controversial, but he just wasn't of any benefit to them. So Adin Ross is probably looking at it like, yo, that guy's on that Christian stuff, or he's on that hyper religious stuff. Like, he can stay over there. I'm not interested. That's why I think it's so important, because if he's your friend, it doesn't matter what he's going through. Even if you're just cordial friends, you'd still be cool with him. I mean, it doesn't mean you got to collaborate with him. And that's the thing. It's like JiDion is like, okay, so now when I'm popping again and I'm not in that Christian arc, it's like the Pred thing. Even with Adin Ross hitting him up about the Pred stuff, like, yo, if we didn't see that DM that Adin Ross is claiming to have sent to him, even that proves JiDion's point, which is, yeah, you guys only hit me up when I'm up. or when something's going on. Because JiDion took this style of content and he collaborated with that Alex Rosen guy, and they started putting people behind bars consistently, which is very impressive. It's hard to do, and they're really doing God's work. And he's making money out of it, and he found a new lane, and it blew up. And then now, this happens, and he's like, yo, seriously, you're going to hit me up to box on your card? I also do think they hit people up so late to box for this, and I think it's a bit... I wouldn't say it's insensitive. No, I wouldn't say it's insensitive to hit him up knowing all of the stuff that he's got going on. But I think it's just a me thing. I would be like, yo, JiDion, we can't even get that guy to box. Like, he's got, he's got streaming every day. He's got these catches that he's doing that takes a lot of behind the scenes work. I would just think he's too busy. He's got a fiance. Who does he even have beef with? Like, what, are you going to get him to box some pred that he just caught that's out on bail? Like, that is just circus clownery right there. It's almost like you're disrespecting his work if you do that. But maybe that's just me being very sensitive about things. So I think JiDion's a genuine guy. Like, he's been in the game for a very long time. Adin Ross, despite everything he's been through, he has never fallen off. He's always been at the top of the game in terms of relevance. JiDion, I think he's just such a normal human being, which is odd because normal human beings, for the most part, do not make it to the top of content creation. It's really like freaks and psychos. But he's had the waves, so he's had the blow up, and then he's had the tanking of views and everything like that, and nobody hitting you up anymore. And then he's had a re-blow up on his own terms, and then now he's seeing the behavior of all the people around him, and that's why you don't really see him with many other people. He's just doing his own thing, and I think that's good for him because he doesn't have to rely on other people to stay relevant, and he's got his own audience and can keep doing his own thing. So I wouldn't even say this is a miscommunication. I think JiDion's response was valid. He's like, oh, here we go. Because I guarantee you a bunch of other people have hit JiDion like, yo, that catch was so crazy. Meanwhile, they haven't hit the guy up in years. But that's just the nature of the game. When Adin Ross says like, oh, nobody hits me up, I'm alone, all this, I do think what he's saying is nobody I want to hit me up hits me up. He's not saying... Because he's definitely probably got people that do hit him, or a lot of people don't have access to him. And I do think Adin Ross at times, or for the most part, just wants to be alone and pushes people away. And then they're like, yo, I'm not going to keep bothering this guy to hang out. It's like I'm pestering him. I asked once, I asked twice. I don't want to be a burden on him. Because when you're as up and rich and successful like Adin, and you're a genuine friend of his, you know people are trying to use him constantly. And he does have a bit of a paranoia, justifiably so, about that. So you're just going to give up. And then he's going to say, well, nobody hits me up and I'm all alone. So you just got this like, yo, pick your poison. Yeah, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see you on the next one.